Step 1. Clear the cooking area. First, you need to cut a hole in the pumpkin. Careful not to cut anything else. Then pour a copious amount of Fireball into said pumpkin. Let sit for 24 hours or longer if you're nasty, and then empty out the said Fireball and keep it around for later. We'll be using it again. Also, on a side note, you could bake the seeds to make Fireball soaked pumpkin seeds. Cut the pumpkin in half. Then rub with oil. I used hazelnut because why not? Preheat the oven for 375 and cook the pumpkins for an hour. Skin or peel, depending on what verb you want to use, the skin off of the pumpkin. Then mash the pumpkin into a puree. Now, note, do not do this what I'm doing at home. I have no idea what I'm doing at all. Like I said, don't know what I'm doing at all. And again, I can't reiterate, don't do this stupidity at home. I am a trained drunken idiot. Do not do this at home yourself. For the pie crust, I took some graham crackers, blended them down to dust, as well as some vanilla wafers, mixed about 7 or 8 tablespoons of butter in a microwavable bowl, by the way, and some sugar, and then cinnamon as well. Don't forget the cinnamon. You added too much cinnamon, but whatever. Mix together in a bowl until they become combined. Also, be careful not to accidentally stir too strong the opposite direction and spill some on the floor. Oops. Pour into the pie bin and mold into the desired shape. Now take 15 ounces of the pumpkin puree, some heavy cream, some Fireball, mainly the ones from the pumpkin itself, a little more Fireball, there you go. I was supposed to use brown sugar, but I can see that it became cement, so instead I just used regular sugar. 3 large eggs. They were supposed to be beaten before I put them in there, but oh well. All-purpose flour, some pumpkin spice. Or if you don't have pumpkin spice, you can make it yourself with cinnamon and various other seasonings. Some very carefully measured vanilla. As they say, baking's chemistry. I got a D in chemistry. Anyways, pour the mixture into the pie crust to just about level with everything else. Bake in the oven at about 470 or 425, for about an hour or so, or less for longer. You want the pie not to be still liquid, a very important step. And if you have any extra, and if you're lazy, you could just buy a pre-made graham cracker crust and just pour the remaining mixture into it to make your second pie. And there you go. You could test if you have a toothpick, if you could stick it in there with that or a butter knife to see if there's any residue that comes back on. Also, for the burnt crust, if you put some tin foil around the edges, that sometimes prevents it also. Should be noted I'm going to add some Bailey's whipped cream to the top of this, and the fact I have not tasted this yet to see how it turned out. But again, seek professional help in this. Don't listen to a drunk.